Our winner in the hero category is a 7-year-old Czech Shepherd named Deuce. Deuce is the canine partner of Officer William Logan of the Atlantic City Police Department.
He's from the Czech Republic, from Czechoslovakia. He came over on a nice, airline flight in a crate. From the minute I got him, I knew we were going to be an awesome team together. And he's like a light switch. I turn him on when I need to turn him on, and I turn him off when I don't need him. And as you see here, he sits home here with me. We watch TV together. He actually sleeps in my bed with me. He has probably a $5,000 kennel set up out back with air conditioning, heat, rubber mats, and a big area to go where he can run. And then in the climbing area, he can still go to the bathroom when it rains and then go back into his nice little cubbyhole. But he bonds with everybody. I mean, he bonds with, he took a good bond with my neighbor, Rocky Melendez, who comes over, and he comes over, gives me a hand with him, and then the kids love him, and he loves the kids, and he's very protective of them. And they play ball with him, they lay with him and watch a movie. So everybody is pretty much hands-on with Deuce. It's not just me, it's like the whole family is involved with him until I have to turn him on and use him. He's your everyday dog. He hangs out with us. He's just a family guy.
Ready, Kirk? Thanks, I love you. Home, buddy, ready to go to work? Come on. Buddy up. Good boy.
Their years of training and hard work were put to the test in the middle of the night on October 5th of last year.
An armed robbery had taken place. As I responded to the scene, the suspect was fleeing from police with a loaded shotgun in his hand. The individual turned with the shotgun and pointed at the 2 officers that were chasing behind him. From there, we illuminated underneath of the boardwalk, myself and Officer Barrett, and we saw the suspect hiding there with the shotgun in his hands. At that point, we told him we were going to use the canine partner to get him and remove him from the boardwalk. He refused to move, just didn't even acknowledge our presence. I then used Canine Deuce. We got down on our bellies and crawled underneath the boardwalk, where it's probably only about maybe 2 to 3 foot to get under. We were able to get right behind the suspect, and Deuce actually dug a hole, came up underneath, and apprehended the suspect on his the calf area. Deuce did a great job. He took 1 bite and he held, and we removed him from that spot. There was no officers injured. There was no injury to me. There was no injury to the law enforcement and canine. No injury to any civilian, any of the general public. Deuce went in and did what he's trained to do, and we defused actually a deadly force situation where SWAT could have been called in. They could have cut holes in the boardwalk to get to this guy. It could have turned really ugly.
Deuce is a hero in every sense of the word, whether he's at home or out on patrol with Officer Logan. Dr. Kim Taylor of the Summers Point Veterinary Hospital nominated Deuce for this award.
Of all the canine dogs we see here, and we see quite a few of them, Deuce is my favorite just because he has a wonderful personality. He's great to work with. He's not scary in any way when I'm working with him, and he's had some problems we've had to deal with. The other reason that Deuce is my favorite is that he's a very hard worker. He just loves to catch the bad guy, and we really appreciate that. And so I nominated him for the Hero Award because that job he did apprehending the guy under the boardwalk was pretty spectacular, and really just is the epitome of a great dog, a great working canine dog. And that's why we love you, Deuce, because you rock.